What's going on, guys? Welcome to GregglesTV Daily, your source for daily tech news. Make sure you're subscribed so you know what's going on in the world of tech. Before we get into the news, I just want to say thank you. I hit 14,000 subscribers today. A little over a year ago, I had 0 subscribers. Now I have 14,000. Hard work pays off, guys. It really does. It's a corny quote, but if you put your time into it and you love what you do, success will come, and it's coming slowly to me, but I feel it and I love it. Thank you so much. Let's get into the news. Bloomberg announced today that the Samsung Galaxy S8 will be all screen, no bezel. We kind of talked about this in the past, but they're confirming it kind of, if you want to believe Bloomberg. I know some of you don't. I personally do a lot of the time. So they're announcing that the Galaxy S8 will be all screen. It will come in 5.7 and 6.2 inches. It'll have a virtual home button, so you won't have that physical home button. And also there'll be a single camera on the back. And the single camera on the back is for manufacturing costs, to keep that lower rather than have the dual camera system on the back, because Samsung's cameras are legit high-end, amazing cameras. Now, an all-screen, no bezel phone is really going to be, especially in a premium phone, is really going to be, in America, I should add at that, or in the whole world for that matter, is really going to be one of the first out there of its kind. It's going to compete, obviously, once the Apple phone comes out. I believe that's going to be an all-bezel, all-screen phone kind of phone too, but this will be the first one that comes out. And there's rumors I've heard now, and I don't know if this is going to be true, that it possibly could come out in April, which is a little bit further, if I'm not mistaken, than when it usually comes out. I believe it comes out in usually in February or March, and it looks like it might get pushed back to April due to the fact that this phone, it's going to be completely different than any Samsung phone we've ever had. Not having any bezel is going to be a little bit weird in terms of, because sometimes that bezel, that's what you hold on to, and that's the reason why you don't, make a mistake on your phone by hitting the screen unintended. So I'm very curious to see how that turns out and how the playing with the phone is overall, and hopefully it doesn't just become a cluster F of madness of touching the screen accidentally. The single camera doesn't really bother me. I'd like to have that wide angle, kind of like the LG V20 has, and also like the Apple has, but not a big deal to me. And then the virtual home button, I already have that more or less with my Pixel phone. You have the home button on the screen, so it's probably going to work in the same kind of way. Next up, the NVIDIA SHIELD TV, which has been out for over a year now and is an absolute beast of an Android system. It's an absolute beast of a TV set-top box for streaming media and other stuff, playing games on there. It's a really nice box. It's kind of expensive. It goes for $200 to $300. It can play 4K content, 4K games, stream PC games, like high-end PC games like The Witcher in 1080p 60 frames per second. So it does a lot, and it does it really, really well. Well, at CES this year, which is next month, the beginning of next month, there's a rumor going out that a new NVIDIA Shield will be released at CES. I don't know if they're just going to announce it there and then it'll be available to be purchased later that day or somewhere down the line, like a weeks to a few months down the road. But it's very interesting. It's not a huge update. It seems it will contain the same name that the current NVIDIA Shield has, but what's going to be different is that the internals for the Wi-Fi are going to be faster, which is not a big deal. I'm fine. It already has AC now. It's going to have MIMO. It doesn't seem like a big update. I hope it is different with some better specs, obviously, because anything bigger, better, faster is always a win for the consumer, especially if it's at the same price point. But otherwise, it doesn't seem like it's going to be a huge update, but obviously stock will be easier to get at Amazon, Best Buy, and all around the world, where you can buy these things sometime by January, it sounds like. And lastly, Samsung announced that on December 9th, a new Galaxy S7 will be out and ready to be purchased. It will be 128 gigabytes and it will be black pearl, very, very dark black. But the cool thing is, like I said, 128 gigabytes of internal storage. This is what it should have had back when it came out. It came out with only 32 gigabytes. The default should have been 64 and 128, and now they're releasing the 128. And most likely they're doing that because of the fact that they had to recall the Galaxy Note 7, and now we're going to have a Galaxy S7, S7 Edge that has 128 gigabytes, December 9th. Now, I can't say it's definitely going to be in where you are because the press release is a little bit vague. It says that it's going to be in select locations. Korea, South Korea, obviously. But beyond that, I really don't know if it's going to be America, Europe, or where, because again, all the news reports I saw were kind of vague, and the official press release didn't say exactly where either. Hopefully it's in all the major countries where we all live, in the smaller countries as well, but I don't know exactly when those countries are going to get it. It probably sounds like December 9th, but who knows when and where. But it's a cool thing to see that Samsung is going after and releasing bigger capacitive storage for this phone. 128 gigabytes is a necessary thing for phones these days, especially when it's a top-end phone like the Galaxy S7, S7 Edge. Thanks for watching. My product of the day is this Reacher Bluetooth speaker. Now, I say Bluetooth, but it can actually do a ton more. It can charge your phone. You plug your phone right into this, and you can charge your phone or your tablet. You can also get, you can plug in a micro SD card. You can plug in a USB stick, listen to music directly off it. You can do Bluetooth, you can do auxiliary cable right into it. It really does a ton of stuff. It's $25.99, super cheap, great stocking stuffer, great gift to just give somebody. It's a great, just overall speaker to try out. It sounds really great. Listen, I'll link my review down below if you want to watch that first before you purchase it. If you want to purchase it, I will link it in the description down below. Also, my question of the day is, speaking of the NVIDIA Shield TV, do you like playing Android or Apple games on your TV? You know, you have the Apple TV, you also have the Fire TV, you have the NVIDIA Shield TV, Mi Box, you have boxes like that. Do you like playing games on these little streaming boxes on your TV? Yes or no? I'm curious. Thanks for watching, guys. I will see you down the road. Peace!